Hi there, this is Penelope. This is a video on using Excel to draw straight lines. Now we've done a bit of practice on using Excel for any line, but we'll do some now for some straight lines and we'll just add a few extra layers of looking good. Okay, here is the graph that we want to draw. Y equals 2x minus 2, and we want to use the domain, that means the independent variables, the x variables, from -1 to 3. So our minimum x value is going to be -1 and our maximum x value is going to be 3. And if we put -1 into the rule, then we're going to get 4. And if we put 3 into the rule, no, we're going to get -4, sorry. And if we put 3 in, we're going to get 4. Now the x-intercept, that is where y is equal to 0. So we need to figure out what would make 2x minus 2 equal to 0. Well, we could put the 2 on the other side, then divide both sides by 2 and we get x equals 1. And excuse me, then the y-intercept is where x is 0, so y is going to be, just put 0 into the original for y and we get -2. Now what we're going to do is to move on to a spreadsheet, but I will load the PDF of these notes onto Podia so that you've got the instructions about what we're doing. There's the instructions there, and that's what we will do. We will change the spelling of that. And then this is what you will end up with at the end. So I'm going to now switch to, from here, we're going to put those values into a spreadsheet, and then we're going to work from there. In the instructions, it tells you to highlight the points and then go to Insert Chart, and then the ones with the points marked on it but joined up, and we've got a line there. Now my screen is just a little bit small. It's now covering up my data. Maybe I can move it across there. Yep, I can move it to there. Okay, now I don't want to have Y as my title. I'm going to put in there sample graph of a straight line. I want to take this axis and make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click on that and format. Oops, I missed. And I need to format axis. And I want the maximum on the x-axis to be 4, being 1 more than is required. And it's already picked up that I want the major lines to be, the major gaps to be 0.5. And the vertical axis already goes up from 5 to -5, so that's already a bit longer than we need anyway. Okay, I'm now going to put the axis titles in, okay, like that. And I don't want axis title, I want here, say, X, and I most likely want it up here somewhere. Oops, it didn't move. Just undo that. It's not wanting to go. I can't get it. Now I've got it, just the X, and I've now lost my formatting lines as well. For some reason I need them to be at 0.5. I know I didn't click the reset button. That should be fine. Okay, And then I'm going to write y, and I don't want to write that, so I'm just going to write y in the. But you'll notice there that it's on its side, so you can drag it around, or we can format that. And maybe it's under text options or title options. And we're going to look at the vertical axis. We're just going to do that. Doesn't want me to do it. Turning that round, then we're just going to double click on it, and this blacky sort of white cross there, size and properties. We want properties, and actually we don't double click on it, we right click on it, and then we format the axis title and click on that box there. And text direction, we're just going to check on which way it's pointed. Okay, it's at right angles, it's parallel to the axis itself. We want it to be horizontal. There we are, we'll close that. And then it would make sense, we're going to have to move that away first. Move that over there. Now we're going to put the Y up. It's very hard on a small bit to just get that. You know what I mean. I want to move the Y up to the top, but it's too close and I can't do it. Right. What we do need to do though is to insert a text box. And text box is under Insert and Text. Text box. And just over to the side. Doesn't matter where you do it. And I'm going to use commands to get the equation editor there. So that's Alt N E I. And now it'll allow me to write y equals 2x minus 2. And if I make it wider and squasher and a bit smaller, and then I'm going to drag that to somewhere appropriate there. I don't want a line around it, so I'm going to right click and format the shape. So I don't want any fill. I need to make sure there is no fill. And for the line, I actually want no line, so that it just looks sitting there like that. And there we are. There is a straight line, 2x minus 2, and it's for the points that we've got, but it's not extended, but those are the only points that we were looking at. And then if you go back to the original, you see that that's what I had in the first place. Okay, thanks for watching.